Listen, man, you already know what time it is, man. And for those of you that don't know, y'all about to get to know. Right now, it's Armani Benz, Majestic. We got Big Boom in the building. You know what I'm saying? Trap Star Everything. We got my man Strays right here. It's the shooter, you know what I'm saying? Get to know the brand. And right to the right of us, we got the special guest right now in the building. It's Kastrofobia. Listen, no introduction is needed for this man right here. You know what I'm saying? We pulled up on son. We was at Anuel's concert with Raúl Alejandro. Excuse me, it was Raúl Alejandro's concert with Anuel. And listen, shout out to the homie Anuel. Real alta la muerte, papi. You know what I mean? You already know what's good. But at the end of the day, I'ma just let the whole interview take over, let it move how it flows. But at the end of the day, I'll pass it off to you, and I want kind of the viewers to understand who it is that we're speaking to right now. Cause listen, it's a new generation. You know what I'm saying? I'm 28. You know what I'm saying? I know we got the younger crowd here, so I want people to kind of understand who you are and what I saw when we pulled up on Anuel, and Anuel knew what time it was when he saw this man right here. So why don't you tell me about who you are, and at the end of the day, the things that you've done in your lifetime and where you are right now. So we'll talk about that.
Kastrofobia, I started in 2001. I'm from the BX, Quintana, Puerto Rico. I came out in numerous albums and during my career, Banda Corrupto 2, new records. Been signed 5 times. I was with Money Machine, White Lion,
shout out Elia,
Flow Factory.
Dope. So we know that.
At the beginning of Arcángel's career, I played a big major part of it. I have more than 10 tracks to this day with him.
Now let me ask you about that. If I could interject for 1 second. Do you still have a relationship with Arcángel right now?
Of course.
That's dope. That's excellent.
That's excellent. You know, now the business has changed. It's all a business, but we're family.
That's dope.
I still talk to his mom, to his cousins. I spoke with him right now before he started his concerts in Puerto Rico. I got his number directly. I could just cut him up.
That's what's
you know what I'm saying? And it's rare that he will answer, but he did answer. And then when he knew it was me, I went to the concert. Even though I wasn't part of it, but I was really part of it. And like, what can I say? You know, I have a major song with him, like it's called Amenaza Radical. When Randy comes out of it, it's history.
You know we got that. Listen, we gonna cut that right into this.
Yeah, that's the first song that Randy and Arcángel did together. You know, as a featuring. I was part of it, and with Rayo too. Shout out to Rayo. And after that, you know, I opened up the doors for him for a lot of people, and then he never forgot about me. Then he signed me and Ñengo Flow to his label.
Shout out to the big
It's called The Maravillosos. It's me and Ñengo Flow and Arcángel, and we did a whole bunch of tracks. But then, you know, we decided to, side parts and then that's what we're here right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm still doing music. I write songs for a lot of artists. A lot of people don't know. I just stay quiet. I get my royalties.
Dope.
And I got my Spotify blowing the fuck up.
Yeah,
and I still doing music, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is, you know?
Okay.
I got my new album coming out right now. It's called True Fucking Legend, because that's what the fuck I am, a true fucking legend.
Absolutely. And we saw this firsthand. And I'll let you take over this part, because I mean we've been all over the scene. We touched down in Orlando, Miami, Tampa, seeing what it is with the Raúl Alejandro tour, and it's been nothing but love. And we pulled up in Tampa. We was in the Slingshot. We saw the whole Corillo. I'll let you take over. Rob G's, the whole gang, Anuel. But Castro. We saw Castro, so I'll let you take over.
Listen, man, first and foremost, it's your boy Jacuzzi Boozy with the motherfucking Uzi. My life is a movie. I have bitches be like, ooh, hey. You know what I mean? Shout out to my shooter on deck. Shout out to the big homie Kastrofobia. I'm gonna take him back a little bit if it's okay. I met my bro in Brooklyn, Bushwick, home of the Chrome, baby. You know what I mean? Everything big. Rest in peace, B.I.G., all that, Mike Tyson, all that, Jay-Z shit. And I met the bro in Brooklyn, and I met him through one of my peoples. Shout out to Cisco, ESP51. And very good people from all my Dominicans in the south side of Brooklyn, Williamsburg, salute. My nigga Giovanni. They opened the doors.
Graham.
Big Graham Avenue, Avenida de Puerto Rico se llama, papi. Graham Avenue, Avenida de Puerto Rico. That's where we
It's always gonna be Brooklyn.
Always Brooklyn.
Always
Everything. And BX boroughs, shout out to the whole 5 boroughs, NYC shit, you know, the right, Puerto Rico, papi.
Yonkers, YO, the big YO.
All that, man. And I met Cash, and it was like, we didn't know each other, we were like brothers, like we just clicked, bang. And then he was like, yo, you got like your style, son. I'm like, I like your style. And then we just ran with it. And there was a lot of nights that it would be just me and him in the lab. You know, and we, you know, shout out to Cisco and Jovi. We had a multi-million-dollar studio in Brooklyn. Nobody was doing this. There was no online radio. Internet wasn't like it's popping right now. And basically, they trusted me with the whole thing. They said, yo, boo, this is a radio station. I'm like, how do you do that? I don't see no radio. You do it. I'm like, me? I don't do no radio. Yeah. And then they were like, what do you do now? And next thing you know, I started Midnight Madness. Shout out to Midnight Madness, ESP51. That's where I met De La Ghetto. After I met Cass, I met De La Ghetto. De La Ghetto used to watch our show with Randy. I didn't know that. Shout out to Randy. Shout out to DJ Young. Que DJ Young nos vimos en Colombia, que mucho vacilamos, mamita, esa parcerita. And the next thing you know, one thing led to another, and De La Ghetto started watching the show. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know nothing. Yo no sabía de la radio, yo no sabía nada, papi. Lo mío era otra vuelta. Pero empezamos con la música en la radio and stuff like that. And I used to play reggaeton, a lot of reggaeton. I didn't really like the singing, so I liked the maleanteo. I really liked the maleanteo. And De La Ghetto, you know, I seen him doing Sensación del Bloque, I seen the Caserío. I'm like, wow, esto está cabrón. Yo iba a Puerto Rico mucho, shout out to my people in Vega Baja, Colombo family.
Definitely keep it in Spanish, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We wanna, yo.
Para todo el mundo en inglés, español, francés, chino, árabe,
so, si puede hablar en español, so that way all the Spanish viewers can catch it. We keep it in the English shit, you know what I'm saying?
Le meto unos Spanglish también. Pero,
question though.
What's up?
What age did you start the music industry?
When I was 14.
Wow.
Oof.
Wow, that's legendary.
14, and I started rapping in English.
Yeah,
and I started in English in Yonkers. Shout out to Doom Entertainment.
Nice.
14 is like a pivotal age too.
Hell yeah.
14, you start getting your. That's the line, right?
Yeah.
And you start pushing the boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Because outside 14, I started doing a lot of shit.
I was this little skinny kid.
Escaping the house.
I was a skinny kid with a whole bunch of, a whole bunch of morenos. Because Yonkers is like, if you never heard about Yonkers, Yonkers is divided by every block used to have beef with each other. So I live on Main Street, right next to School Street.
Okay.
I used to see DMX. I used to see DMX all the time.
DMX
like all the time. Earl used to say what's up to me.
Nice.
Yo, Poppy. I used to be selling my shit out there and shit like that. So, and then I just seen like this group of guys that they used to try to bully my brother when we was in junior high, and in high school they became my friends.
Oh wow.
I ended up fighting every single one of them.
It's for my brother, bitch.
That's it.
So,
hold that.
Respect.
I ended up fighting every single one of them, and then they used to just call me, yo, you crazy like Castro for real, like, because I used to be a skinny motherfucker that used to be telling people what to do. Oh, you think you're fucking communist, this shit. I used to be in my hustle and shit. Niggas would be like, I ain't know, where's my money at, motherfucker? And shit like that. So a little skinny motherfucker with a gun and shit like that in the hood, and I got my respect. So, and there used to be a lot of gangs over there. So then I just started. Moreno me enseñó a escribir.
Okay.
Moreno me enseñó a escribir. Shout out to Phil Blunt. That nigga hard to this day. He's like, that's the God right there to me. And that nigga me enseñó a escribir. Mira, aquí así que se escribe las barras. Yo escribía un montón de cosas y me dice, ponte a leer, lee, saca cosas, ideas de los libros. Y yo pues escribía de todo lo que yo veía alrededor mío. Mucho crack, pistola, puta, de todo, ¿tú me entiendes? Toda esa mierda, chavo, eso es lo que. Y con el tiempo, pero yo era el único puertorriqueño en Yonkers que rapeaba. Todos eran morenos, que si DMX, Jadakiss, The Lock.
So that alone, you're already transcending barriers. You're cutting into different blocks.
Yo empecé a rapear. Yo iba para battles que estaba. There used to be D-Mac contra Jadakiss, Phil Blunts contra Jadakiss.
Shout out Jada and Millie.
Hacía muchos battles, hacía muchos ciphers, muchos ciphers.
Nice.
Y aquí venía yo, el puertorriqueño, pam, pam, nice. Y ta, y todo el mundo, este cabrón, ¿dónde carajo salió?
Nice.
Pero tenía una vocecita bien finita, tú sabes, hace tiempo, yo era un chamaquito.
14 años, imagínate.
Y después, pues, me mudé para Washington, D.C.
Ok.
Y allí, pues, formé una compañía que se llamaba Affiliated Entertainment. Era un montón de raperos de toda esa área, D.C., Virginia, Maryland.
Because already by that time, you already made the name for yourself back in New York. So is that how it was?
Yeah, but in New York, you know, really.
Because now you were in a different state. So how did you?
I brought my New York swag over there,
and everybody gravitates.
And everybody from DC was totally different vibe than New York.
Right.
Totally different city, like a different world. Pero ahí we started doing mixtapes, and we had my man Dan, the man from New York, and we started doing mixtapes, and then and I started doing shows. Yo empezaba a traer los artistas de Puerto Rico para las discotecas.
Nice.
Ahí en esos shows ahí fue que conocí a Ray Pirín, DJ Blas, Speedy, después traje a Naughty Play, Alberto Stiley, Yankee, a todo el mundo. Entonces yo conocía a todos esos artistas que yo traía para acá, Baby Rasti Gringo, pero no me conocían como cantante. Me conocía como, ya tú sabes, yo era un promotor que traía cantantes. Ahí empezó de Chosen Few, este cabrón, ¿cómo se llama? Fuego, Boy Wonder, toda esa gente tenía LDA, toda esa gente venían para mi show a cantar. Fuego, saludo a Fuego, que es mi hermanito, Fuego llegó bien lejos, That's My Dogs, él es de Maryland también, entonces ahí yo lo conocí. Y un día Noti me dijo, macho, dije, mira, dejé un pana mío de los de Mafucru. Dije, mira, vamos a escribirme una canción en español porque yo no sabía escribir letra en español. Y porque se la quiero enseñar a esta gente, entonces yo hice un rap en español, él me lo escribió. Acho, le metí bien cabrón, entonces él viene y el Noti lo escucha y dice, hablo cabrón, that's you? I was like, yeah, I was like, yo, papi, Tempo's locked up right now, you should come to Puerto Rico. They what? Say no more. The next week I went over there. 100,000 en la cuenta y me fui para pegarle.
Casi nada.
Allí, para allá de esto, y yo estaba backstage, todos los parties. Yo escribiendo y me decían, tú no estás ready todavía.
Wow.
Yo, what?
Crazy.
Nigga, you ain't ready yet.
That's tough. Like
you ain't ready yet. Y ahí en el Money Machine, shout out to Noti, que ese fue mi padrino en el género, como quien dice.
Nice.
Y Miguel Play. Entonces me decía, macho, tú no estás ready todavía, papi. Yo, ¿qué? Bueno, cuando me dijeron, ya tú estás ready, me salí en el primer disco que se llama The Ankeda, and the cover was already done, so they just, my name don't even come out, it just says outro.
Okay.
So yo saco un The Ankeda, ese outro, y la canción se llamaba Maleantes de Cartón, Checa y Miguel Play. Después de ahí salgo en Discord, que es el disco de New Record de Baby Rasti Gringo. Salgo ahí con una canción que se llama Gangsta. Y desde ahí yo empecé, tú sabes, mucho punchline. Uno de los versos míos favoritos, ese es el 2013, Pardo 003, traigo un flow distinto, bien guillado, con Nando en la X5, tal vez en la Lincoln con Rasti Gringo, y tú te crees Vin Diesel en un 5 litros. No hables de punchline, que ya yo estaba en eso, en esa vuelta, y nadie sabía lo que era eso.
Now, Boozy, I know this is all you right here. This is shit that, you know, I'll be honest, I don't never want to sugarcoat. This is all new to me. This is previous generation, so I'm getting the jewels dropped on me. You understand what I'm saying? But we still with the OGs in the motherfucking building. You know what I'm saying? So now we the young bucks. So this is knowledge for us to understand the roots of where hip hop and where the community is right now.
And for a lot of people, like if you know who Jetson el Super is, Jetson, Isabela, Jetson no cantaba, era productor. Él fue que me produció las primeras pistas mías de Bando Corrupto, la de Warrior. Después de Money Machine, yo me fui con White Lion. Fui parte del proceso What It Was White Lion. Estuve ahí cuando estaba Zion y Lennox, Tego, John Eri, La Cista, Bortio. Y cuando llegué ahí, Elías me dice, tú no estás ready todavía, de nuevo. So I'm like, fuck, man, I just came out a whole bunch of albums.
Think about it like this. What you're telling me, bringing it back. you keep having walls go in front of you, but you keep climbing over them. Think
Keep
about
persevering. Yeah, you're not.
Then he was like, but it was like, okay, because my style that I had, Puerto Rico was not ready for that.
It was tough.
I was doing rap,
like a gringo.
but
You like a gringo.
more like in New York style.
Yeah,
Puerto Rico.
Nobody was like
Puerto Rico. Freaky, tú eras freaky. En ese tiempo tú eras freaky. That's what they call it. No, it wasn't freaky like being a freak. It was freaky because it was like considered a freak because you didn't do reggaeton.
Tú no eres de aquí.
Y tú no eres de aquí y es flow gringo. De la papi, eso no corre aquí, esto no es Nueva York.
Puerto Rico es fácil.
Pero lo que ellos no sabían era que ni yo mismo me la creía porque no para esos tiempos no estaban los social media. If those back in those days we would have had social media, bro.
So how was that shit? So how was that shit affecting you as you?
It was very hard because I didn't believe that I was famous, but I was. So that made me so humble. Like I will get off a concert and go hang out en el caserío. Y los del caserío me veían, este cabrón es bien humilde. Y yo sonando en todos lados y yo no me la creía. Hasta que un día viene Poke, saludo a Poke.
Saludos a Poke, Kaiser, the whole pela calle.
Poke me trae a Arcángel a Isla Verde y me dice, mira, no, que yo escuché que tú me estás tirando a mí. Y yo dije, papi, pero yo no sé ni quién tú eres. Yo no sé quién tú eres. Me dijo, no, viste que esto, no, porque Al Pacino. Y dije, shout out al Pacino, shout out a Franco el Gorila. Toda esa gente, teníamos un corito. Y dije, mira, pues yo no, en verdad, yo no pierdo mi tiempo tirándolo a nadie, pero ¿qué tú quieres hacer? Me dijo, yo soy fanático tuyo. Y yo dije, pues yo dije, fanático mío. Yo me quedé bobo y dije, en verdad, pues tiramos una canción mía. Y me tiró un chanteo mío. Y yo dije, diablo, puñeta. Porque me dice, mira, yo tengo a De La Ghetto, tengo a Arca, help me. So yo dije, pues yo me llevé a Arca conmigo y me lo llevé a todos lados. Bueno, que Pina.
How old was he at that time? Do you remember?
He was 16 years old, 17 years old.
Really young.
Real young. He was a baby, like.
Wow.
But he already had a vision of what he wanted to do. I was going through a lot of stages in my career. I was popping, then I wasn't popping, then it changed, the género changed. Then when Arcángel came out, it really changed. He started la piratería, nadie vendía discos. Nosotros estábamos en todos lados, 60 canciones. Ese cabrón soltó 60 canciones. Y de las 60 canciones yo tenía como 5 o 6 con él. Y yo estaba sonando en todos lados, pero papi, martes de galería, nosotros éramos los primeros que estábamos ahí.
La martes de galería era otro.
Yo fui parte del corillo. La visión de Elías era hacer un corillo de artistas, los leones. Éramos 6 leones, no eran 5 nada más, éramos 6. Yo de esto. Era el sexto león. Pasaron un par de cosas y yo pues me fui con Checa. Estaban con Checa, New Records. Rest in Peace, el Panda. ¿Verdad que?
My fault, not to interrupt you, but one thing that I'm thinking about right now, right? Because I had asked you the question and I wanted you to bring it up. So when we saw Anuel, when we saw him talking to you, which I want to hear, I want everybody to kind of understand that. Thinking back on it right now in this moment, would you say that the same feeling that Son came to you, that he was like, yo, you know, with the diss tracks and this shit, the tiraera shit, but he was like, that I'm a fan of yours? Do you see what I'm saying with the parallels between, not that, because Anuel, I mean, I don't think that either one of us was expecting that really with that commentary. So maybe we could go right into that to see. But I want to know how you felt in that moment. If you could draw that same parallel that I'm trying to.
So you want me to bring it back?
Yeah. So we gotta bring it back. We gotta bring it back.
So now, estamos.
We in Tampa.
Empezando la gira de Raúl Alejandro. Salud to Raúl Alejandro. Saturno Tours Crazy. Shout out to my man Balang Production. Bala, pa. Washington Heights, que no queda mío. Listen, we driving around Tampa, empezando la Raúl Alejandro está empezando el tour then. Yo ando con The Young Gunner, estamos dando vueltas por ahí en The Slingy, and yo pues viramos así, y yo veo un combo ahí, pero que yo no estoy en gente, Magisi, ¿tú me entiendes? So, The Young Gunner.
I'm like, yo, I think that's Rob G's right there. I think that's the combo
Rob G. Shout out to the homie Rob G. Eastside, what up? Anuel. So I'm like, yo, that is Rob G's. I'm like, oh shit, that's what. And I vi otro par de gente que yo conozco. So, mientras estoy mirando, porque estaba en fumeteo intenso, y cuando estoy mirando, pues me dice, escucho a alguien que me dice, hey yo,
Go back to...
Hey, yo, Boo.
Go back
that
to
better not be Boo. And if that's Boo,
go back to
Brooklyn. Nigga, tú eres Brooklyn, cabrón. ¿Qué carajo tú haces aquí, cabrón? Arranca para Brooklyn, cabrón. And I'm like, ¿qué?
Valid.
I'm like, on some lugar shit. ¿Qué? Shout out to lugar. I'm like, ¿sabes qué? Parqué el carro aquí, papi, porque aquí es que me bajo. Fuck is you talking about? I'm from Brooklyn. Fuck is you talking about? So me bajo and I'm like,
I ain't going back nowhere.
I see my nigga Cass. Y este es mi hermano. Like, no hay palabra, my nigga. So I'm like, I see my nigga Cass. I'm like, what? So I go to my nigga Cass. Está el combo ahí de todo el mundo, ¿tú me entiendes? But I'm like, nah, I go to my nigga Cass. I'm like, yo, Cass the bully. I know him from Cass the bully, Brooklyn shit. So I'm like, yo, Cass the bully. I see my brother. I'm like, yeah, where's Cass, huh? He's like, yo, son, aquí, tú sabes que, no me gusta el ambiente, estoy como, me están tratando como si estoy invisible. Así, ¿qué? Hola, pues no saben que están en la presencia de greatness. Yo, this is my nigga Cass the bully, my nigga. Kastrofobia, que as a matter of fact, dice, espérate, que tengo una nena ahí que iba a querer una foto con él. Así, pues vamos para allá. So vamos para allá porque él saca la foto con la
My man got animated, he stood up and everything.
Yeah, and I was like, he want to get his picture, let's go. So we get the picture of it. I know his daughter, my nigga. I know his daughter since his daughter, I can't say a baby, but she must have been like 4 or 5 when I first met her. Shout out to the baby girl, you know what I mean? And shout out to his wife and everything. And so yo le digo, pues vamos a conseguir la foto a la beba, que como que no. So we go over there, so estaba Noel saliendo. Y todo el mundo se está sacando fotos y eso, y se ve un poquito imposible. Tranquilo. So, no, mira, una foto para la baby. Ah, pues dale. So, la nena va para allá, emocionada. You know, esa es la sobrinita. So, ella va para allá emocionadita, no la agarra, vente una foto para la baby. Está así, like, oh my God, look at her dad, like, oh my God. And Kastrofobia is right there, tranquilo, y yo, a fuego que se dio. And I'm like, papi, esto no se termina así. So I'm like, yo, I got my man Kastrofobia, papi, yo me activo, cabrón. So I'm like, yo, shout to my man Kastrofobia. So Anuel, mírale, ¿qué Kastrofobia? El que cantaba con Arcángel. I'm like, yo, la amenaza lirical. And he's like, for real? Y dice, ah, pues, una foto, yo he escuchado tu música, papi, yo escucho tu música y papi, tú eres una leyenda y mi respeto. Man, que yo vi la sonrisa de este hombre así, I'm like, papi, misión cumplida. Sacaron la foto, I'm like, papi, yo quiero mi foto también, aunque somos hermanitos, la pauta, baby, y eso, una foto, de ella buscaron una foto, and we was like, yo, Zumba, no, mira, vamos a estar, tranquilo, haz lo tuyo. Yeah, we left. And then with Cass, and Cass is like, yo, boo, man. And now everybody, el clima y el ambiente cambió.
But now to mention, but not to bring it back, because now y'all know. So now, same parallels in some sort of way, like, that you could draw from that situation where you was talking about, or, like, how did that, like, that gotta, you know what I mean? Like, how did that resonate with you?
That felt, I was shocked, because a veces, pues, en las situaciones que uno se encuentra al instante, ¿me entiendes? Pues uno cualquier ser humano tiende a dudar de sus logros, ¿me entiendes? Y eso para mí fue una lección, para mí me sentí orgulloso. Uno, que mi hija pues pudo presenciar ese momento de escuchar a una de las estrellas grandes de este género mencionar que sabe quién yo soy, que me reconoce. Y pues a veces pues uno piensa que los logros tienen que ser, que la fama tiene que ser que tú tienes que ser millonario o tener muchos cosas, ¿sabes? Estar podrido de chavo porque tú eres famoso, decir lo otro, eso no tiene nada que ver. El dinero no mide los logros de un hombre.
Man don't make the money,
man make the money.
El dinero, yo he sido millonario, tú sabes, eso no tiene nada que ver, ¿tú me entiendes? Es como los logros se miden de una forma diferente y es por reconocimiento, no por dinero. So,
it's character, it's who you are at the end of the day.
Son diferentes tiempos, estos tiempos, si fueran estos tiempos, en aquel tiempo que yo empecé, estuviéramos podridos.
Yeah, for real.
Pero en verdad, pues, la fama, no sé, como tú sabes, yo conozco un montón de famosos que son millonarios. Yo no lo soy millonario, pero yo soy Castro.
That's dope.
And they
¿Me entiendes?
They know price and that's price.
Pues están aquel allí pasando, puede pasar calle 13 y pasa Castro y calle 13 a decir, dímelo Castro. Y tú dices, ya lo ven cara de este cabrón, tú me saludaste, yo soy Castro. Si no sabes quién yo soy, haz tu asignación, Go back in time.
Do your homework, ¿sabes?
Y busca, mucha gente no sabe quién yo soy de cara, porque para aquellos tiempos yo no salí en muchos videos, pero salí en la música. Bueno, incluso que cuando Anuel me miró dijo, ya lo papi, ¿verdad? Un placer. Al igual que él, me ha pasado con muchos artistas que han venido donde mí, tú sabes, ya, un honor, si esto, si lo otro. Y yo sé que todavía me faltan.
Of course.
Yo no conozco a Bad Bunny, pero conozco a su jefe. Ozuna, mi hermanito, trabajé con él cuando estaba empezando, un shout out a él.
Hell yeah.
Randy, mi hermano,
Randy,
shout out to Dela, Joel, Randy, Franco.
Diego, Dela,
Tengo muchas relaciones, estamos aquí, we be here all day, pero
absolutely.
I've done a lot of stuff, tú me entiendes, que mucha gente ha escrito muchos palos, soy uno de esos escalones en the stairway to the fame de muchos artistas, tú me entiendes, yo soy ese escalón. Si me quedé ahí en ese mismo esto, pues como quiera tienes que bajar a saludarme. Tienes que bajar la escalera porque tú no vas a estar ahí arriba. Cuando la vuelva a bajar, guess what? Si yo estoy ahí, estoy vivo, estoy ahí, tienes que pasar y decirme. Fui para el concierto de Arca, fui para el concierto de Arca y habían miles de personas alrededor mío, nadie sabía quién yo era, pero los que saben quién yo soy, venían y hacían.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Pay homage.
Absolutely.
Entonces todo el mundo alrededor, mire puñeta, esto es asignación, cabrones, yo soy Castro, ¿qué pasó?
The true fucking legend.
¿Me entiendes? The true fucking legend viene ahora, viene I'm still here, I never left. Oíste, I'm still here, never left.
I love that.
Junto a Kano, The Real Pressure.
Nice.
Hold on, there's more questions. Hold on, let's get these questions because we gonna say that for the end.
Yeah.
What do you guys have cooking up as y'all are listening? If y'all wanna go ahead, go ahead.
All right.
Whatever's on your mind.
Me, like I said, man, I have the privilege. I got the privilege and the honor to, separate from the music stuff, cause I'm a force in my own wave. You know.
But remember too, Spanish.
Yeah, I'm a force in my own wave, but tengo el agradecimiento y el honor de tener la Kastrofobia. Nada de la música, sino amistad de pura cepa. ¿Tú me entiendes? El hombre ha sido leyenda, sigue siendo leyenda y seguirá siendo leyenda.
Legends never die.
Yeah, pero que aparte de la música es mi hermano. You know what I mean? Y siempre pues yo he tocado con él, no matter a dónde él está en la vida o en qué lugar, y he estado, siempre yo está bien, sí, pues dale, mira, voy para allá, pues llega. El amor ha sido siempre mutuo y siempre pues he tenido mucha fe, mucha creencia en él. Y ahora, pues como yo no dejo a nadie 2000, yo lo llamé, yo, ¿qué vamos a hacer? ¿Qué tú estás haciendo? Pues sería mi pregunta. ¿Qué tú estás haciendo? Dile a la gente ahora qué tú estás haciendo, qué proyectos tienes, las canciones, un par de cositas que estás trabajando.
Ahora mismo, pues, para las personas que de esta generación, que no saben quién yo soy, yo acabo de firmar un deal for my whole catalog y lo pueden bajar, está en todas las plataformas. Está primero mi trayectoria volumen 1, mi trayectoria volumen 2. Ayer salió The Lost Mixtape, salió también Amor, Dinero y Joseo. Es una recopilación de todo lo que es mi old stuff. Tengo featuring con J.K. Maximan, Yomo, Arcángel, Randy, Keisha, Delirious, producido por los productores más Alex Kaiser, Yagimaki, Chinonino, con todo el mundo en el género, ¿tú me entiendes? Tengo temas producidos por Mr. Green, DJ Blast,
Accolade upon accolade.
Live Music.
¿Y con quién firmaste? Dile. Con esa vuelta.
No, pues esto, no quiero que salga la sorpresa.
Está guardado.
Yo tengo mi propia compañía que se llama Fobiamusik Records.
Fobiamusik.
Estoy en partnership con una compañía que se llama Olympus Music. Ellos son los que, tú sabes, están manejando la carrera y eso. Tengo muchas cosas. Tengo el disco que va a salir ahora, True Fucking Legend. Ya para este verano, antes de verano, ya este disco va a estar ya saliendo a la calle. Pero antes de ese sale I'm Still Here, Never Left,
Nice.
que es un EP con Kano, The Real Pressure.
Right.
That's your artist that you was telling me about, right?
Sí, un
One of
artista que yo estoy que creo mucho su talento.
That's what's up.
Y él era la parte de Freestyle Manía, él era Canito La Presión.
Shout out to Kano.
Canito La Presión, él fue de Freestyle Manía y el chamaco tiene un talento cabrón.
Nice.
Y cuando yo salí ahora de prisión de nuevo, pues nos volvimos a juntar.
Good shit.
Now talking about, because you say you told me earlier that you got out of prison
a year and a half ago,
right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, is that a sensitive topic or what was that all about?
Pues ya tú sabes, papi, cuando te portas mal en la calle, papi, pues tú sabes, tú vas para adentro.
That's it, right? Like I always say,
No hay más que decir,
Pa' bueno no fue.
Pa' bueno no fue, papi.
Cuando estás ahí adentro, como hay
You
mucha
gotta say something.
I got a question though. Who inspired you into music?
Great question.
What artist?
Dímelo bien, si el papi, ya te veo.
Mira, eso es bueno that you asked me that question because the person that taught me how to write, he said he used to teach. He was very like he was an egomaniac. Like let's say
Very
he was like
prideful.
his favorite person was himself. So he was like, bro, your favorite person. He said he asked me, who's your favorite person? I said, oh, I like this guy. I said, nigga, your favorite person gotta be you. First God and then you.
Que más que tú.
So
That's what we say all the time.
look at yourself in the mirror. Do you like what you see? I was like, hell no. He was like, go fix yourself. So
That's dope.
yo me cambié mi ya de chamaquito ya tenía mi retro siempre all the time I was always New York shit, niggas always dressed up like
You
that.
stay fresh.
Yo he visto así, no, ya yo he visto así siempre. Siempre estoy con mi mujer, no me swag.
Yeah, swag on 100.
So my favorite artist, he was like, you can't be an artist if you're listening to other artists. I was like, yeah, but the competition. I said, what competition? You gotta compete with yourself.
That's real shit.
Because if you don't compete with yourself, like you gotta defeat that owe you
Absolutely. To become
every time.
To be the new you. Yeah, the new person.
If you listen to other artists, you're gonna start sounding like them.
Yeah.
So my favorite inspiration is me.
Nice.
yeah.
It's unique.
It was you ask me to this day, be like, oh, I think that. I'll be like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's true.
If I listen to music or artist music, is that I know that his music is not gonna get attached to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
I think the thing about that too is you gotta be your own worst critic sometimes, you know, and you gotta be your own worst critic to stay on par, stay on point.
how you gonna be a star if you look like if you shine like every other star? If you look in the sky, y tú miras el cielo, todas las estrellas brillan,
Because nobody wants to see the same thing.
Exactly.
but they're all different.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This might tweet
So-
this way, this might try.
How you gonna be you if you sound like that nigga?
So now let me ask you, with the stuff that you're working on right now, and you know, feel free to interject, but with the stuff that you're working right now, or with the goals moving forward, what are the things that you're trying to create to be different?
I've been creating stuff that was different.
Innovative since.
Oh yeah, pioneering.
Yeah,
You've been pioneering.
yeah.
We understand.
The stuff that's people are hearing now,
Right.
to me, that's like old already, because I did that shit like in 2010.
Right.
Like one of the first niggas that I really admire, and I respect, and he always respect. The respect was mutual. Kaiser. Kaiser was the first one that came to me and was like, yo, this shit that we doing right now, we're gonna be the first ones to be popping on this trap.
Shout out to
And
Trap
it was
King
not
Kaiser.
called trap because trap is just a lifestyle.
Right.
Trap is not music. Trap is, they named it, but trap is not music.
Right.
It used to be called down south music, dirty south, whatever. We used to be popping on that shit. Kaiser was like the first ones. Trap this, trap
Trap King Kaiser.
I did it in 2012. I put out a mixtape. It was called Latin Music Traffickings.
Yep.
Traffickings in 2012. Niggas, 2012, 2023. He's talking about trap now. Nigga, 2012, I was already talking about trap.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
En 2012 ya yo estaba hablando de muchas cosas que todavía siguen hablando aquí.
Now,
¿Entiendes?
so then with that being said, is it so with the stuff that you want to work on moving forward, who is it that you would really want to Like, if you could have a feature with anybody, or somebody feature you, them feature you, whatever. Who is it? Who's an artist that you would like to work with?
Any artist that shows me the same respect, that shows me respect, and is humble, I'll do a featuring with them. If I like the artist and I like the way his shit sounds, and he could flow with my shit, because not a lot of people could rock with me. Por eso me decían Kastrofobia, porque mucha gente no podían, si grababan conmigo, no iban a estar a la par, porque no se iban a sentir cómodos, porque yo estaba en otro flow, en otra cosa, ¿tú me entiendes?
Se le daba fobia.
Yeah, like a phobia, like,
Tú sabes que tú escuchas un tipo hablando, ustedes vamos a ponerlo a respetar, dale, saca tu metal si tú eres un big bola. Díselo al que no vamos a hablar porque saca la escoba para que Fresco se ponga.
Legendary.
Ya está hablando ya de corte y todo eso de escoba. Yo decía escoba ya cuando hace tiempo. ¿Me entiendes? Tú sabes lo que te digo, y los que son títeres saben.
We got the sticks.
Se paraban conmigo ahí en la...
We got them.
Relación.
Los carros con las puertas abiertas. I got something from. What advice would you give to your fans?
To my fans?
Yes.
To never let anyone predict your future and predict who you want to be and what you want to do with your life. It's your life. Now, always, dreams are dreams, but dreams you have, if it's a dream that you want to become an artist or whatever, you have to, that dream becomes a career. Now, you have to learn the aspect of anything that you're trying to do. If you want to be a doctor, you got to learn all the aspects of, in the medical field. Si tú quieres hacer música, tú tienes que aprender de todo.
Right.
Tienes que saber escribir tus canciones, tienes que hacer de todo.
Business and then business.
And you have to put in work because
It's never given to you.
tienes que dar de nada para comer de la pechuga. Hasta aquí, tú sabes, tú puedes venir con una canción bien cabrona y te pegaste, pero después ¿qué? ¿Me entiendes? No se trata de eso, se trata de hacer relaciones públicas, se trata de seguir creando. Ahora mismo pues no le están dando mucho cariño a las canciones. Yo escucho las canciones ya una semana y la canción ya murió. ¿Me entiendes? Y no es que la canción esté buena, la canción es una porquería y ya. Una canción que es buena no va a morir en una semana. ¿Me entiendes? Una canción que es buena no muere en una semana. Tú dices, sí, ya yo escuché esa canción, sí. No es lo mismo, ya yo escuché esa canción así. Papi, yo escuchaba esa canción.
La sigo escuchando.
Y la sigo escuchando.
No tengo que más.
Y te digo, y pasó el tiempo, pues habían otras canciones que eran súper más famosas, obviamente. Pues por eso tal vez yo no tuve a esto, pero tú me ves aquí, yo todo el mundo ahora, Choliseo. Dale, cabrón, ya yo canté en el Choliseo 3 veces de que tú me hablas. Tú no habías nacido cuando yo canté en el Choliseo.
Probably not. 95.
Pero, ¿con quién canté en el Choliseo? En el concierto de los Benjamin, Arcángel me subió a mí por sus cojones y a Ñengo, voy a presentar mi compañía. ¿Qué pasa el primero? Kastrofobia. Todo el mundo, Ñengo Flow. Hablo los maravillosos, hablo, man. El disco nunca se terminó. Shout out to Ñengo, mi brother.
Hell yeah, real G
Pero
life, baby.
si llegaba a terminar ese disco, en verdad, iba a temblar la tierra allí, bien cabrón. Estaba todo el mundo temblando. Decía, este cabrón, todos de los más duros de la calle de rap ahora mismo, papá. Y, gacho, y en verdad, donde quiera que yo iba en los Estados Unidos, donde quiera que viajaba, representaba a Flow Factor. Cuando estaba con Arcángel it was the best time of my career.
Yeah, that was the best time of your career, but when that fell off, which,
Well, when I parted my way,
right,
it was my own fault.
okay,
When I parted my way. Yo estaba sonando y yo mismo me fui para Nueva York detrás de yo no sé qué. ¿Tú me entiendes? Y fue un mistake que yo cometí. Cuando yo bajé de para Puerto Rico, 3 años después, ya ellos estaban ya
Volado.
pero mis puertas estaban todavía abiertas.
now is that something you, cause something so
if you there and you leave, if you're there and you leave,
right,
you can't expect everybody to be like,
but
I did have it like that.
But what took you away? What was it that brought you? Why?
Priorities. I was having a son that was gonna be born, And instead of me staying in Puerto Rico, I went behind my son, try to be a father, whatever.
Which you gotta respect. Listen, my son and my daughter's first.
I got off the Choliseo.
So things happen.
Yo canté en el Choliseo, me bajé del Choliseo, a las 6 de la mañana me monté en un avión porque iban a ser mi hijo y llegué a Nueva York y tú sabes.
What's your son's name?
My son is Steven, just like me.
That's what's up. Shout out.
He's in Brooklyn, he's in Bed-Stuy.
How old is he?
He's 15 years old now.
Okay. How many kids do you have?
Me, I got 6 kids.
Oh,
Now here's the question.
Wow.
Is Steven gonna be a part of the music industry?
I don't think so. Steven is, I don't know, he's a good boy. Now that he's 15, it's funny you asked that because everything that I've done in the past, like especially like Gia, my little girl, my youngest daughter, and Steven, they the youngest. They were babies when I was doing all this music stuff.
So they're probably not familiar.
So now they into this music. And he just called me the other day. I put up the picture with Anuel and he was like, Dad, I can't fucking believe you didn't fucking, oh, Dad. He was like, he's from Brooklyn, he's got his little friends in school, and he's in high school now. He's like, Dad, I can't fucking believe I can't believe you. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, you took a fucking picture with Anuel? You didn't fucking call me? I said, son, what you want me to do? You want me to call you at 2 o'clock in the morning? I went out and he's like, it don't matter. I said, okay, next time I will, okay. Damn, I just want to be there with you. I said, you will.
Yeah.
My little daughter now, she's a big Bad Bunny fan. And y'all can see, you know, that's all her stuff there. Bad Bunny, this and that, blah, 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 Bad Bunny. But when she lived in Puerto Rico. I was doing my prison time. She was in Puerto Rico. So she was a little superstar in her school because ella decía, mi papá grabó con Ozuna y todas las amiguitas, bustera. Mi papá grabó con con Arcángel, con todo el mundo. Entonces toda esa gente está bien pegado y yo estoy en prisión, ¿tú me entiendes? Pero mi hija está aprendiendo quién es. Yo soy. Y cuando pasó lo de Anuel, ahí yo sé que ella dijo, porque él es uno de los artistas de ella favoritos, con Bad Bunny. Y me hizo. Y escuchar sus palabras decirme a mí, I'm so proud of you, Dad. She's only 12. So that to me was like
worth the money.
That right there, I could just be like, me
puedo morir ahora, tranquilo.
Mátame. Ya yo he vivido. Si yo me muero mañana, yo te puedo decir, if I die tomorrow, I'll be happy because I've done.
You live.
Yo he compartido, yo te puedo contar, podemos estar aquí, we'll be here all night, yo, for real. I got stories with a lot of artists, a lot of personal stuff that we can't say, but the good stuff.
Hopefully someday we can get there, but right now it's just an intro to get everybody.
Pero right now, ahora mi ambición es, ya como ya uno llega a la edad, ¿tú me entiendes? Ya I'm already en, allá arriba, pues ahora mi enfoque va a ser en developing artists. Estoy buscando artistas, estoy tratando de formar, tengo mi compañía inscrita, estoy tratando de formar mi propio team y conseguir un artista en que yo pueda desarrollar a la misma vez como yo hice con muchos otros artistas, pero no sabía del negocio, so que pues yo I open up the doors, fall out of them y ellos siguieron, ¿tú me entiendes? Y la gente pues.
Which reminds me of my man's brand, Strays, like. You know what I'm saying? Straight, and I'll let you speak on it, but it's the ones that are, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, so everybody always asks me, they're like, what is strays? And I basically say everybody is alone in this world until they find their goals. That's basically, everybody's a stray. Until they're guided into finding their goals and completing their mission of being successful, you know, finding their ways with the people they grow up with and how they grow in this world. It's just, you know, everybody grows together as a pack. You know, and they just got to complete a mission.
And he's gonna make T-shirts, and I'm gonna be rocking them shit.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Merch is coming. It's Majestic, it's Strays, it's Trap Star, it's Kastrofobia, Fobiamusik, papi. Estamos en eso. Listen, not to cut it short, I don't know what's timing like for everybody, but I don't know if you have any lingering questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, basically, just to tap in a little more, I see. Like I always got like my own little, I don't know, I see my own little paths, you know what I mean? Like,
Boozy, what are your goals? What are you? Why are we here? What are we doing here?
Listen,
let's
man.
talk about that. Let's all talk about qué estamos haciendo
la
aquí.
meta de todos nosotros.
¿Qué estamos haciendo aquí?
Alright, so uno de mis metas es, obvio, seguir levantando el género, seguir apoyando todo lo que sea latino. No más que Puerto Rico, sino Puerto Rico, Santo Domingo, Colombia, Venezuela, everybody. Shout out to toda mi gente de Costa Rica. Tenemos Trap Star Radio en Costa Rica, tenemos Trap Star Barbershop en Costa Rica. You know me, shout out to my nigga Jay, all that. And basically, like, lo que quiero hacer es eso, you know, si tú quieres cantar, si tú haces videos, si tú haces pistas, te gusta la música, pero no sabes cómo de esto, pues tírame en confianza. You know what I mean? Big Boo Bushwick, the mastermind. Instagram, Big Boo Bushwick, Facebook, Trap Star Radio, the podcast on Spotify. Y estoy para ti, like, de verdad, no, ciertas cosas, pues, si no tienes budget y no eres nadie, vente conmigo porque yo estoy para los que no tienen nada, los de abajo, los de cero. Y a mí estoy para ti de corazón si me gusta tu música. Porque de verdad, pues si no me gusta, pues te diría como decían acá, no estás ready. Pero si estás ready, tienes mi apoyo y podemos trabajar. Trabajo sin presupuesto, pero si tienes presupuesto, pues te puedo dirigir un poquito.
Vamos a hablar de eso, vamos a hablar de eso. So like in the industry, cause I done seen it since I was like 14, you know what I'm saying? For those of you that don't know, this my guy right here, this Pops, you feel what I'm saying? This Pops right here. So like within the industry, you know, I've seen you with a bunch of heads, you know, it goes without saying. Now, like at the place that you're in your life at right this minute, where you are right now, donde tú estás ahora, you know what I'm saying? How have you felt throughout this industry versus how you're gonna take whatever you've been through in this industry, how people have treated you, good or bad, how you gonna take that and take it to the next level now?
Well, basically, what I'm gonna do is, it's been like he said, it's always been topsy-turvy. Esta música es como a roller coaster. Y a mí la montaña rusa, me imagino que se dice en español. And pues en esto hay un montón de lambonería, hay un montón de insectería, no hay mucha lealtad, no hay mucha gente fina, pero sí, los que son finos, los que son leales, los que sí siempre están para uno, mi respeto.
You feel like
y pues yo trato de siempre moverme con ese alto calibre de que vamos a trabajar, te doy todo lo mío, no te pongo precio, y si te pongo precio es porque tienes que ponerte para lo tuyo. Pero eso sí, pues vengo como un sazón y un sancocho y un sofrito nuevo, y you know what I mean? Cero insectería, mucha lealtad. Y aparte de eso, no es que, si tú estás... Yeah, whip it real good, whip it. I'm in the hood, baby, I'm in the hood, we get that flick of the wrist shit. But en realidad, what I like to do is basically, I like to keep shit stacked, and like I said, wherever I see that people have been lacking, wherever I see that people have been a little not so giving and not so generous, because, como yo digo siempre, hay mucha gente que tiene los códigos. Hay mucha gente que tiene los cheat codes, pero porque no quieren dártela, no te dicen, mira, hazle esto así, te sale mejor. No, prefieren verte arrastrado, prefieren verte, papi, pelado, cabrón. Yo he visto gente hacer cizañería y puercases que de verdad, una película hago de 20,000 mierdas, pero que pues yo no estoy con eso. You know, lo mío es pues subir esto a otro nivel que nunca se ha llegado. You know what I mean? Algo que tú puedes llegar con tu prenda, tu chavo, tu baby, y nadie te mira tu baby, nadie te envidia tu prenda. Puedes salir y no te setearon afuera, no te dieron 200 para la careta para quitarte unas tenis, un reloj, el ticket tuyo. You know, no una insectería, like, vamos a trabajar. Y está bien, mucha gente va por contrato y eso, pero primero que el contrato está la palabra del hombre. ¿Tú me entiendes? Y si tú no tienes palabra, porque como él dijo, tú puedes ser milloneta, papi, y puedes ser tremendo puerco. Los chavos no te distinguen, maneque. ¿Tú me entiendes? Tu palabra, eso vale. Y como él sabe, y como este hombre sabe, y como todos van a saber, papi, mi palabra es válido. Y donde quiera que yo voy, Está bien, te podrán decir 100 diferentes cosas de mí. Ah, este cabrón, macho, me vendió esto caro. Esto, papi, háblame de ti que
hay que pagar, papi.
Pero eso sí, siempre leal, cero insectería. Y eso es lo que yo voy a traerle al género. Y todos los que van a trabajar con nosotros y todos los que me dan la oportunidad de trabajar con ellos, vamos a subir y vamos a crecer como la espuma. Like cream, we're gonna rise to the top, baby. Shout out to Wu-Tang, Cash, everything.
Como la espuma y te la vamos a echar en la cara.
Bow, smack it with the OnlyFans. With the OnlyFans, my man, you heard me? But yeah, basically we're gonna bring that new sazón, bro, that new sofrito.
Dímelo, Leo Heiger, puñeta, negrito, la quiero, ¿viste?
This should be getting stale. And you know what? We gotta make this shit pop and make it fresh.
Dímelo,
That's why I got the young gunner with me to fine tune everything. You know what I mean? I got the shooter, you know what I mean, with the scope. And I got my man Coraje, you know what I mean? And my model. I got my man djsetk, that's the motherfucking bro, you know what I mean? And once again, my man Kastrofobia, I just want to thank him for everything, you know what I mean? Because de verdad, pues, no importa toda la trayectoria que tenga, no importa todos los hits que tenga y todos los éxitos que tenga, la humildad de este hombre me dijo, ¿sabes qué? Mi casa es tu casa, boom. Y con lo que tú andas, bienvenido aquí a mi estudio, humilde, y te quiero enseñar un par de cositas. Y estamos aquí, y papi, esto es la primera de lo que viene, papi, en 2023. Y para lo que no piensen, para que no creen y eso.
True fucking legend.
Pero ¿sabes qué? True fucking legends.
Absolutely.
Legends never die. Shout out to the homie Anuel. Shout out to the big homie Kastrofobia. Money bands, you know what I mean? The motherfucking shooters is in the building. And we outside, daddy. Shout out to my man Xavier Quintana. We got some secret shit we cooking up. Trap Star, everything. Shout out to my man Adonis Lavos.
I don't know what's coming.
My nigga. Listen, my man Merce, te llevo, Pasby, que no te lleven los marcianos, cabrón, que van a eso decir aliens, siempre está viendo los ovnis por ahí, los graba, era otro ovni, cabrón. Pero Merce, te amo, cabrón, all my people.
Shout out to my nigga right there in the window, that's the window guy.
Window guy. Yo, and you already know the vibes, man. I love my family, I do this for my family to the death. Juju, Mila, that's Money the Boss.
Listen, you already know, man. Majestic all day, Kastrofobia, Big Boo Bush, Strays, absolutely.
Respect the
Listen, I think that's a great way to end it, man. It was, yo, Cass, it was a dope interview. I'm glad I got to meet you, my nigga. You already know. You know what I mean? But I want to ask my papi.
Let's get it, daddy.
Ahora los quiero, mi gente, pero se tienen que ir para el carajo.
And True Fucking Legends coming soon. You already know.
Mad love, bro. Get it.